Vice President Kamala Harris holds a Get Out the Vote concert and rally in Madison tonight. Our Maddie Heimsch is live now from Alliant Energy Center with how the Democratic candidate is trying to reach those younger voters. Maddie.
Yeah, Eric, one of the trademarks of Harris's visit today to Madison was that target demographic she was aiming for, and it was those young blue, essentially UW-Madison students to get out the vote. And like we said, this is not the persuasion part of the campaign anymore. This is the base vote, get out your vote. And Harris's base here in Wisconsin is Dane County, it is Madison, and it is those young voters. She made that very clear in, first of all, the lineup. We saw Gracie Abrams, Remy Wolf, Mumford & Sons. These are names really familiar to UW-Madison students, but she also made it clear in her speech. Take a listen here.
And I love your generation. I just love you guys. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. One of the reasons is you all are rightly impatient for change. These issues are not theoretical. This is not political for you. This is your lived experience.
So again, getting out that young blue vote, she's talking about lived experience. She gave a couple examples, one of them being she's saying young women now have less reproductive rights than their mothers, their grandmothers. She went on a couple examples, just really, really aiming for those young voters. And again, we saw that in the concert lineup. There was one name that we heard rumblings about that we did not hear. I'm going to bring in our resident Taylor Swift expert to speak to us on that one. Braden, do you think Taylor's coming?
Well, I don't think Taylor's coming. And to everyone back in the newsroom, I told you so. But while you were standing here watching all those cool performances, I was on the tarmac at Dane County Regional Airport because we got the cool opportunity to be in the motorcade for this visit, and which is something that, you know, the campaigns will hand out to local stations and put a few slots in there, spots open for local stations to go into. But let me show you a little bit of a look inside of what that looked like inside the motorcade. Kind of a fun tidbit that I learned talking to our driver. You might think all those vans are driven by, you know, probably Secret Service, right? No, turns out our driver was just a local Madisonian. And we asked if she had to take a test or anything. She did a background check, and that's all. But really the real moment, why you want to be in those motorcades, is moments like the one that you can see with Kamala Harris when she entered into the Alliant Energy Center and greeted the women's Badger volleyball team. Those type of little stops and little extra things that they do, that's what you get to see when you're in the motorcade. So that's something that we got to see tonight. Now, if you want to see full coverage of what happened and what it's like in the motorcade, I was posting that live on our social media, so you can check out all of that coverage. But for now, I'll send it back to you, Eric.
Yeah, Braden, they never need a background check to drive the media around, or they never need special training to drive us around. Well, interesting back scenes look at that drive today. Braden, thanks.